Good morning, Rotimi.
Good morning, Bolaji.
Now, good to have you with us. Thank you for joining us. Okay, I just want to ask you, we've seen the index still trying to maintain the 41,000 point level. Do you think that as we're having the first trading day for the week, this momentum will be sustained?
Wait, can you take that again? The line is breaking.
Okay, if you can hear me, I'm just going to repeat my question. I said that are we going to maintain the momentum because we have the all-share index closing positive last week, 0.40%. Are we going to have that still being sustained today at the end of the session?
Well, there is every likelihood to that because I believe the bearish trend that trailed the trailed the announcement made by the CBN. I think yesterday, on Friday, it took its toll so much. And I think investors might begin to at least have a change of mind concerning that. We saw a measure of stability in the price of Guaranty Trust Bank and a few other banks. And I think the worst hit were First Bank and a very few others. So I believe to a great extent we'll have that kind of stability coming up today, even if it does not necessarily mean that the market will go up.
Okay, if you look at the sectoral indices, very interesting numbers coming out from that part of the market. We've seen the NSE 30 still staying afloat, although marginally though, it's actually recorded 0.24% in the green. But if you look at other sectors like the industrial goods index, for instance, and the oil and gas, these were the highest gainers for last week. Could you tell us what actually happened to these sectors?
Well, I think there was just about two sectoral indices were able to retain their positive trend for the week, just as we have rightly mentioned, oil and gas and industrial goods. But we saw a huge depletion in the index of banking sector stocks, and I think insurance alike, and also consumer goods. And I think for consumer goods, we saw that happening because of the loss that we saw in Nestle Foods. And also for banking sector, we saw a huge loss in First Bank and FBN Holdings. So I think to a great extent, those that were able to maintain the upward trend last week, namely industrial goods and oil and gas, I think to a great extent we saw movement in the price of 40 Oil PLC and also Wando PLC remaining fairly stable. And I think for industrial goods, we saw movement in WAPCO and also Dangote Cement. So I think for these two sectors, I think they were able to at least keep up above the water last week. And I think we don't really see any negative trend trailing those two sectors this week. And I believe that those ones that have been losing before now, there's every likelihood that they may become stable. And if they remain stable, and then we see little or one or two gains in other sectors, then definitely the market will still be able to maintain its upward trend.
The World Economic Forum just ended in Davos clusters, and I understand that the CEO of the stock exchange, Oscar Oyema, was at that event. How do you think that the capital market or the stock market can actually key into the issues raised at that event?
Wait, can you take that again?
The World Economic Forum in Davos just ended, and the CEO of the exchange, Oscar Oyema, was at that event. How do you think that the Nigerian Stock Exchange or the capital market in general can key into the issues raised at that forum?
Please, I think I'm hearing you better now. I'm holding on to the mic. Please, I want you to take it again so I'll be able to at least not mix what you're saying. Can you take that again?
Okay, let me just repeat myself again just before I let you go. I said that the World Economic Forum in Davos has ended, and the CEO of the exchange, Oscar Oyema, was at that event. I'd like you to tell us what you think, or how you think that we can key into the issues raised, the capital markets in general. How can it key into the various discussions that were held at that event?
Well, I think the most important thing that needs to be looked at is a regulatory framework which they have been working assiduously on, and also for them to, at least now our market is opening up to more terrains, and I think the issue of taking Nigerian market from the frontier market to emerging market, I think was one of the major issues that he actually went there to pursue, and I think we will be able to sustain the extent to which this can be done with time. And I think that regulatory framework, if they say our market as a place that investors can really come in and investment will be safe, definitely they will not have any reason to hold back. Since as it has turned out to be that the Nigerian capital market is one of the most profitable capital markets in the world, I think every investor will want to come here if all other conditions remain okay.
All right, that'll be all I can take from you. Rotimi Fakayejo, thank you for your time.